Good morning, students. Today I am taking a second lesson in computer. Its name is Programming Basics. You all know that to communicate with each other, you need some language. Similarly, to communicate with a computer, you need a computer language. Computer language consists of a set of words, symbols, and codes that is used to write a computer program. In this chapter, we are going to study about how to write a program stepwise. Humans can understand a variety of spoken languages, whereas computers cannot understand those languages. Computers understand only one language, that is the machine language. The set of instructions written in a language which a computer can understand is called a program. A computer also solves its problems in a step-by-step procedure to give you accurate result. An algorithm and a flowchart help us create a computer program in a step-by-step manner. Then we discuss about algorithm. All these software programs are written in special languages called computer languages. They follow a specific pattern of steps to achieve specific objectives. Before writing a program, we have to determine the objectives and then we start developing a pattern of steps. An algorithm is a step-by-step procedure to solve any particular task such as a mathematical or a logical problem. More examples of algorithm are given in the text. If you look at those examples, you will understand more. Next, we discuss about flowchart. A flowchart is a diagrammatic representation of a problem-solving process, that is algorithm. It is called a flowchart as it charts the flow of a program. The direction of flow in a flowchart is always from top to bottom. In flowchart, each operation is represented using specific geometrical symbols. Those symbols are connected to each other by arrows to show the operations. First one, start or stop box. It is an oval shaped symbol is used at the beginning and at the end of flowchart. It shows the starting and ending of a flowchart. Second one, input or output box. It is a parallelogram shaped box that is used to indicate the input and output of a program, that is, the instructions related to the input and getting the result. Third one, processing box. It is a rectangle shaped box that is used to show the processing part of a flowchart like calculation. The fourth one, decision box. It is a rhombus shaped box that is used to check the conditions, display comparisons and take the direction to solve the problems. The fifth one, flow lines. Thus are the arrow lines used to connect different shapes and show the flow of logic in a flowchart. Then the sixth one, connectors. It is circle shaped symbol that is used to join the parts of a flowchart. Next, advantages of flowchart. First one, flowchart helps in analyzing the problem in a more effective way. Second, it is a better way of communicating the logic of a system. Third, it acts as a guide during the program development phase. Fourth, it helps in finding out errors. Then the disadvantages of flowchart. First, sometimes the flowchart become complex if the program logic is long. Second, if you want to change something in the flowchart, you have to redraw it. Then, there are some rules that should be followed while making a flowchart. First, while drawing a proper flowchart, all necessary requirements should be listed out in a logical order. Second, the flowchart should be clear, neat, and easy to follow. Third, only one flow line should be used in conjunctions with the terminal symbol. Fourth, the direction of flow in a flowchart should be from top to bottom or from left to right. Fifth, avoid the intersections of flow line if you want to make it more effective and better. Sixth, if the flowchart becomes complex, it is better to use connector symbols to reduce the number of flow lines. The examples of flowchart are given in your textbook.